Hey, welcome to Core Play Retro. Thought I would share with you pickups. So if you have local game stores, head to them first, see what you can find. Physical. There's a run right now. I noticed a couple of videos about PlayStation 3 games going up a lot on eBay. That's just because there's a run on them right now. I think let it cool off, but pick up what you can. I mean, people are going to start collecting physical more and more. Anyway, your local game store gave it to me for free. So just 2023 edition. That was kind of cool. You don't always get that if you buy something online. Centipede Infestation. I had this game for the 3DS. I did not even know it was a Wii game. But notice it has the classic controller at the top, which makes it a dual stick shooter. And I really like this game. I haven't beat it on the 3DS, but I did like it. So I'm going to be playing this more. So let's see. This was about $14, but support your local game stores because they don't always necessarily have. Okay, local thrift shop, $5. Wow, I thought Zelda Twilight Princess, $5. And I don't have the Twilight Princess, but I do now. Okay. You can consider GameStop local store if you have a GameStop, but it's really not. But local. But got a Game Boy game at GameStop for $7, but I had my $5 Pro membership discount, so $3 with tax. Pool, I can't complain because it's one I didn't have. Had the manual with it too. They had these bagged up on the wall like that, but that's the only Game Boy game that they had, so I probably would have spent more money there. Hey, anyone watching this right now, our Walmarts in this area have a lot of games on clearance. And just if you like Switch games, this was only $5. I like fishing games, but I've already opened it and started playing it. You can go to your local Walmart right now, and there's a lot of games on clearance, maybe in your area, but keep an eye out every time you go to the grocery store or Walmart, whatever. I mean, swing by there and check it out, because I'm fixing to show you something that I could not believe. So, the Strike, Monster Jam, $5. I was going to tell you something. If you're buying Switch games and you're wanting to do physical, be sure it doesn't say on their digital download, because there was a couple of games on clearance that on the top it said digital downloads, and so you're basically buying a download code in a case. Now, if you're a collector, sometimes those go for big money, like 10 years down the road, because not a lot of people would keep it. But if you just want something to put on your shelf, anyway. Another $5 game, and it might be worth $5. I don't know, but I couldn't pass it up for $5. Now, this is the one that blew my mind. Little Nightmares 2. I think they just came out with 3 for the Switch 2. I don't have the Switch 2, so this game has blood and violence, but it doesn't have like suggestive themes or nudity or strong language, which that's something that there was a couple of games that had like strong language, but you know, I'm not going to subject my kids to that. Do what you want to do. But $3. I bought more than one copy just because I have a nephew that I think will like it. And now, don't laugh at me. No. Okay, $5. Well, that proves it's $5. See, I know y'all thought I was lying, but it was the only copy they had up there. I thought $5. I'll put it in my collection. I'll play it. If not, I've got a grandkid that's not even old enough to play Switch yet. We'll see. When he gets older, I'm sure he won't be that interested in it. So it's really just for me. A lot of nostalgia. Grew up watching that every year. Now this one was discounted, but not really on clearance. So there's a thing online where this game, Cruisin' Blast, was delisted off the Nintendo website. I mean, you can't even buy the you can't buy the download, so you can't even buy it electronic. So the only way you can buy it is physical. Anyway, I've seen a bunch of people saying, if you see this game, get it. Anyway, I got this. I think this is the one I paid up for, $19. So I didn't have it, and online they were worth a lot more. I did look online before I bought it, but I thought this game would be cool. But I'm sure this runs better on the Switch too. Let me know if y'all have it or run it on the Switch too. Okay. Now, another way to collect. This is kind of crazy. I know y'all are gonna say I'm a trader. No, Whatnot. Really, Whatnot is good if you really watch your money. They will talk you into swiping on anything. So my suggestion is put your custom bid in and put it in low. And if you're willing to pay that, you know, except for, look at this, Mr. Bloppy Saves the World. Now, he has kept saying this was homebrew, but notice this Pico brand right here. They had rights to this game, so this is an actual licensed game. It's not really, it doesn't have the Nintendo on it, but the Pico brand actually did produce this, so it's a legit game. If you look, I mean, pretty much brand new. And I think they still sell these online, but this one was cheaper, and I thought, well, it was kind of an impulse buy. Here's another impulse buy. I had to look it up. Apocalypse 2, it's another one. It doesn't look very good. It's kind of more like, if you want to play it, it was a game that was unfinished for a lot of years. They went back and finished it and released it on a Super NES cart. So anyway, Apocalypse 2. You can look up gameplay video on that. It looks like a basic shooter. I haven't played it yet, but I will. Anyway, it may not stay in my collection. It's okay to sell stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily go buy out everything that I think I can resell. I think that scalpers, they have a case for that. Like if there's like 3 copies of something and I really want it at Walmart, I might buy 2 copies and leave another copy for some kid that comes up. If not, another scalper. I just said another scalper. A scalper's gonna get it. So, hey, one of the best Xbox 360 or PS3 games you can get right here. I have these games on my emulation. No, that's what's on the screen over there. That's Comic Zone. I think it's on this. Anyway, I have it more than one way. So that right there, I'm trying to think how much a couple of bucks on Whatnot. Okay, I got this on Whatnot. I think this heavy weapon is included on Plants vs. Zombies, one of them. I think it's the PS3. But the PlayStation 2, I didn't even know this existed. I seen that, I said, hey, heavy weapon. I really didn't want to pay for the Plants vs. Zombies the price that it was going for at the time, just for the heavy weapon. But this was cheap. Not very many people bid. So you can get your physical games now. I mean, go late at night sometimes and you find somebody on there that, you know, needs the business. The bigger shows you might pay up. And let's see, Top Gun. I bought this at a town next to us at their local store. I bought it. I haven't played it yet, but I like the Top Gun, and I'll show you something that's kind of funny. I actually brought this just to show you. Top Gun Fire at Will. It's got live actors, but it ain't Tom Cruise. It's like, I don't know, second rate B. Anyway, the acting's really funny, and they look at you and talk to you through the screen because you're the Top Gun. Anyway, so I guess you're Tom Cruise or whatever, but it doesn't actually say that, I don't think. But Anyway, that is an interesting game if you like them motion Top Guns. I don't think this one plays on a PS3. This one might, but I know there's a Star Wars one that is actual video. It's one of the few PS1 games that isn't backwards compatible with your PS3. I'm not really sure if it was licensing because it was Star Wars. That might be the thing. Okay, I didn't pay $6.99 for that, but it's brand new sealed. They had buy two get one game free at this place called Entertain Mart. I don't know if that's local or nationwide, but kind of cool. So if you find 3 $6.99 games, I paid probably paid too much of these. These were the other two games, Atari games, Video Pinball and Berserk. Everybody knows, if you're an Atari fan, Berserk's a good one. I like that one. Video Pinball gets a bad rap. Let me tell you what you need to do if you get Video Pinball. See, $5.99. But if it wouldn't have been buy two get one free, I probably wouldn't have bought these. But, left and right on your Atari joystick is the tilt. So you can shake the ball, hold the button left and right while you're holding the button, and move the ball over. But if you hold it like a fraction of a second too long, it'll tilt and you can't do anything. A lot of people don't know that. They're just waiting for the ball to come back and hitting it with the paddles. But that's a tip. I spent so much time as in elementary school playing this game, quite a bit. So there was an argument online saying that every Atari game is no good. I can't believe that people even collect for it. And that kind of hurt my feelings. But okay. Oh, back to a couple more whatnots that I got. And whatnot, how it works, usually if you buy one game, you buy it really cheap. And then the second game has no shipping. So sometimes you just outbid them because you're buying $2 or $3 games with free shipping. They can just throw it in there. F-14 Tomcat. I didn't have this one, so I bought it. I don't know if it's any good. I'm going to try it out. Arcade Advance, owned by somebody. That's another thing too. If you're just wanting games to play, usually the ones with names on them go for cheaper. I'm not picky. I think that, nobody's going to come in here and say, oh my goodness, there's writing on your Game Boy Advance game. Anyway, so. Now I have seen a review of this saying this is a pretty good game. So James Bond 007 for Game Boy. And I'm going to play, I'm going to give it a good run. I'm going to try to get deep in this game and see. And I noticed it's Super Game Boy. I like the Super Game Boy if it has like a special color palette, so, not just the border. The borders are cool, but the special color palette makes some of them really nice. Okay, two more. Here's something else. If you keep an eye out, they said Super Mario, and it really is, I think, just Super Mario. Anyway, that's like the NES Classics, but it's Famicom colors. I thought that was kind of neat, and it was going, no one was bidding. Felt kind of sorry for the guy selling this late at night and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. I felt sorry for him. Yeah, I felt sorry. I think this is called Starfy. Starfy, I'm saying that wrong. So sometimes if you kind of know your IPs, you can see a Japanese game, and this I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is just a platformer, so this should not need English translation. Matter of fact, I don't even think these were released over here. Maybe at some point one of them was, like on the DS or something. Anyway, so keep an eye out for that. Speaking of, I didn't look the name of it up. I just knew it was golf. I'm like, how can you mess golf up? Unless it's a role-playing golf game. Now, I do not have a Japanese GameCube, but I have the modded Wii. See right there behind me? And I'm pretty sure USB loader. If it doesn't, there's another one I can download on there and actually play region-free GameCube games. So that's another way. If you really, really, pay attention to what you're getting. If it has a little bit of dialogue, here's a tip. get on a Google Translate where you hold your phone up. I've done that, gone through a whole game, and when the menu comes up, I just hold it up there. It actually changes the words on the screen to English. Now the translation is a little wonky sometimes, but it's enough to get you through the menus. Hey, Wave Race for GameCube. That's a cheap game either way. I think that was nothing. I'm interested to see if I can get through Mario Sunshine. I'm hoping it'll be interesting to see if I can get through that, because I'm not well versed on Mario Sunshine. I never had it. I do have it on the Nintendo Switch, the 3-pack that comes with Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy. Mario 64, Mario Galaxy. Anyway, this is the last one. I think this is just WarioWare. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might make it harder if it says grab, but it's not in English. So I don't know. This might have been a bad choice. Grab, pick, shoot. You know, it's kind of one of those quick twitch. I just saw Wario and swapped. I should have paid more attention. I thought maybe it was a Wario game I didn't have. And I actually do have this on GBA, which is kind of interesting. So I guess the only other thing I can tell you is go to your local Walmart. Keep an eye out, because as they start phasing in more Switch 2 games, they're going to be selling these off cheap, and you'll have you some physical games. I mean, don't just. I bought them because they were $5, some of them, and I probably wouldn't have bought them if they were regular price. So that's a case for digital on the cheap games, because some people don't want to pay 15, 20, 30 bucks for a game that, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, Core Play Retro. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff.